unfooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On third down, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
This is Samuels, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Samuels. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On third down, it's Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 52 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.